Okay. Let me turn up my microphone a little bit since I'm not using the headset tonight. And set it to the right thing. Should just show up. No, wait, cancel. No, stop. I don't want to launch it like this. I'll launch it through NVSE. Hey, Gray. Hey, Bill. Merry Christmas. I almost overflowed my mug. I'm gonna need to lean down to get this. There we go. Normally I'd watch this, but I don't want to get copyright claimed. Same with, I think I have music off because can't. Good ol' tons of DLC. Starting down the road of a 1,000-point list, you only need $180 worth of models to finish it. Nice.
Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Tell me your name.
So all I did this time was remove Caesar's new regime, which adds Legion armor that wasn't showing up for some reason. I don't know why.
Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
I would use one of the New Vegas redesigns, but they're all terrible. Or not terrible. They all don't work. For whatever reason, every time I use them, everyone's face turns into a giant red exclamation mark. No matter what I do. So... Alright. Yeah, this is one of those games that does not like my high DPI mouse because it has mouse smoothing. And there's no way to turn it off. Let's go with... yeah. Sure. can barely move my mouse if I want. Let's do... Yeah. It's a good color. I think a little bit wide in places. Nah, actually it looks fine. Alas, the turkey is coming out of the rotisserie. Alright, see ya, Bill. You're on the road to a 1,000-point list. You only need $180 worth of models. That's more than I can afford. Merry Christmas, Emily.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed.
And yes, I have a bunch of gun mods in.
See if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine.
Merry Christmas, Forgotten Bard.
It ain't a race.
This isn't stealing. Neither is this. If I remembered to put it in, I didn't.
Looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try.
Do I have the Two Bears high-fiving mod? I do not.
All your faculties.
Although if I pick Wild Wasteland, you meet a man named Two Bears high-fiving when you go into one of the... Okay, so I think we need to decide what character we want to play. I definitely want to finish an NCR run this time. Because I did a solo, or I did a free New Vegas run. And granted, I mostly did it because I was going to do a house run, and then found out I had to kill the Brotherhood, which makes no sense. Anytime, Bard. Definitely. I'm not sure what kind of character I want to play. I've also got a companion mod in that lets me have the classic Fallout amount of companions, which is half charisma plus 1. I definitely want Veronica, Cass, and Boone. So I want 3. So I want at least 4 charisma. I never really enjoy energy weapons, so I don't think I'm gonna go with science. The Penal Legion, I am working on that. I'm just waiting for Shoggy to finish it. The part is only about 3/4 done. And I don't want to release anything until I can release the whole thing. That should be a pinned comment on the last part of this, on the last part of the stealth mission, or what was it, interlude dewarp? I don't remember. No, it wasn't. It would have been stealth mission. can never decide. It's okay. I just get a little frustrated with how many times I've had to answer that question. You're playing an energy weapon specialist who knows normal guns, good talker, and a better shooter. That's... I'm gonna try and do something like I normally play, which is kind of a grunt. I don't enjoy melee in Fallout game, or in this Fallout game. So I'm gonna drop... maybe drop strength or perception? Perception, explosives, lockpick, energy weapons, accuracy, compass range. Melee, unarmed, inventory weight. Damage and weapon effectiveness. If I drop this, it wouldn't be a big deal because I intend to use a lot of fully automatics anyway, and then I can bump strength a little. Actually, endurance, I just realized, is not a super helpful stat. So I'm actually gonna drop those. And put them in agility, I think? Or put one... Actually, I'll take one off of this. No. Put one extra on this. I'll put one extra here. So I'm pretty specialized in fully automatic normal firearms. Should be good.
Good to see them bullets didn't affect your charm none. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in a bighorn dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through...
I always hit F instead of E.
Your dog is so barking.
Let's see how low I can make my sensitivity. This is as low as I can make my sensitivity. Is there an external way? Lower mouse sensitivity. Oh. If you're using a mouse that has built-in DPI profiles, you should first check to ensure that your mouse's DPI is lowered to the minimum. No! The whole point is that I don't want my mouse's DPI set to the minimum. Fuck you, Bethesda. Next, change your in-game settings to make sure that sensitivity isn't too high. Wow. That is the stupidest fucking recommended fix. Alright. Either way. Let's get through this, and then I'll see about fixing that.
All right. I'm dog. House.
Let's see, shelter.
Night. Bandit. Light. Mother. Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to
Alright.
tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
I don't know. I see this as a person who likes to get into fights.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
But likes having friends
I'm
around.
always fixing to be the center of attention. I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Willing to
I
accept
charge
new
in to deal
things.
with my problems head on.
Strongly agree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see. Okay. How about this one? Last one.
I see the bearded man.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Okay. No, why would I want energy weapons? Speech, I think. Yeah, that looks about right.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Okay, let's see. Let's grab... I always like trigger discipline. Actually, wait, this character isn't super accurate, so let's go with... Fast shot. And... Skilled is good.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Alright, we're just gonna save here. Then I'm gonna drop. And I'm gonna try editing the sensitivity in the game files. Browse local files. New Vegas. Fallout default.ini. This is opening in the wrong text editor. Find... wait, this one's different. Let's try to go to... Well, let's start with this. F foreground mouse. locate. Oh, wait, no. F. I need to find F. Back. No, B background. B background mouse 0. Change the value to 1. Mouse acceleration base 0. Excel top. This mouse won't locate. I present interval and set that to 0. Save file. Oh wait, no. I keep launching it from there by accident. Need to launch it from NVSE. There we go. Yeah, Bethesda's awful. What? Oh. That's why. Not great in menus, but it's a little better than it was. It's still fast. It's still a little fast, but it's better than it was. Yeah.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind.
A lot on me when I was brought in.
I thought it might help me find a next of kin, but it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. It was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen.
Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
I would like hardcore mode on. All right. Let's start with lightweight leather armor's pretty good to start with. Oh, the weather effects are very loud. That's better. Mortuary crumble, Aiden. Oh. Guess the rain's over.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry. She won't bite unless I tell her to.
Let's see. I was told you teach me how to survive in the desert. I usually do this just to get a little extra experience at the start.
Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Yeah, and a free varmint rifle. Not a great gun, but... It's not a very good gun at all, but... Yeah, here's the cheat trunk. I'll pass for now. See you later, Exo.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Whoop.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
This is what I get
Nice
for
shot.
taking a
Well,
bunch
that's a
of...
start, but I don't...
I'm gonna skip over this a little because I think everyone's seen this bit quite enough. Hey Vincent, I'm joining the NCR is my plan. I did a free New Vegas run before, and I don't like the Legion. Hey Plink. I do not have my largest iron yet. Let's just equip a proper gun for a bit instead of a varmint rifle. Have I ever done a Legion run? No, I don't like the Legion. I have no interest in doing a Legion run. This is really lingering.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sure.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Tried playing New Vegas a few times, but always bounced off at a few hours in. Yeah, I get that. I think the very first time I played New Vegas was just after I'd played Fallout 3. I hadn't beaten Fallout 3 at the time, but I'd played a fair amount of it, and I got New Vegas out of the library for the PS3, and of course my first instinct was, the game is called New Vegas. I want to go to New Vegas. So I just walked north and hit the death claws, and that soured me on the game for several years to come until I tried it again.
Hello.
There we go.
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, But here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Thank you. And where'd... There's Sunny.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Couldn't hurt.
All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me
Oh,
think
I'm out
now.
of tea.
I know
Damn.
I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Alright, I need to get a shovel. Let me just double check to make sure music's... Oh, I don't have music off. Wait, no, music can be on. I don't have radio off. There. Now I'm safe from the RIAA. Hopefully. That is another good song. Alright. I know there is a thing in there, but I don't think I've got any lockpicks yet. I'll go back later. This game has a lot of really good music in it. Also, it has Johnny Guitar. Which is almost enough to counteract it having good music. The only time you beat the game was Legion and you loved the Battle for the Dam? Yeah. I don't know. I just can't stand the Legion. They're obnoxious. Ooh. Victor's coming to save me, isn't he? Johnny Guitar is fine until you hear it on repeat because it's the only song the radio plays for 3 days straight. What difficulty should be hardest? Let me double check. Yeah, very hard. Just... I'll use this for now. Big Iron is good, though. There are supposed to be some distinctive cigarette butts over here. But I am not seeing them. Oh, here they are. They're under the bloatfly. No, wait. What's the button? There we go. Only take one, because you can't get them out of your inventory. This is, in fact, where Benny shoots you in the fucking head. And where's the Brock flower? Over here. Just realized I didn't grab a, I didn't bother to grab a shovel. I'll go back and fix that. I do have the DLC. Oh. Game froze. Okay, New Vegas. We're playing this game tonight, huh? Yep. I had to take out Caesar's New Regime because it was making the... It was making all of the Legionnaires show up with no bodies. Oh god, is it back here? Fucking hell. Might just skip the tutorial instead. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip the tutorial. Because I don't feel like doing all that again.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down instead. Nice shot. Well, that's a start.
Now, you know what? Oh. It's weird. I'll do it again. Have a good night, Aiden. Merry Christmas. This time I'll remember to save. Oh, that's why it's freaking out, because C is mapped to my companions mod. Let's use some a little more common.
See? You're getting the... Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes.
Okay. The sights on this thing are so bad. Alright, one more. What mods are in play? I don't remember. I put together this mod list like 2 months ago. Don't put me in the cinematic camera. Can I turn that off? Oh, I want general subtitles on. Oh, come on. That under gameplay? Yes. It's just cinematic and none.
I'm glad that's over. Holy moly.
Alright. Let's quick save.
Now that was some good work.
I know that I've got Weapons of the New Millennia and Caliber
One more
X
thing I
in.
wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land. Things for yourself. Interested?
I think I've got a couple of texture mods in. But I do think I've got it covered from
Okay.
here.
Say no more. I'm heading back now. Hey, do me a favor.
Alright, that should be enough. Blind playthrough? No. I've beaten this game before and played it several times before. Apparently Kelly hasn't played this game either. Might need to make her play it at some point. That animation is playing at a lower frame rate than the rest of the game. It's very jarring.
Howdy. What can ease? Keep your... I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
Just runs off.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Heard the argument. What was that about?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Yeah, I don't mind some frame rate. Like, I don't mind a slightly lower frame rate if the frame rate is consistent. It's just very jarring that a couple of animations are running at a lower frame rate than the rest of the game. So, because that's more noticeable than everything running at a lower frame rate. Okay, where is
He's
he?
holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
What you gonna do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, It turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. Was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
I don't know. I mean, playable is playable, but if things look or play nicer, I'll take that over just playable.
You mean murder him? That's not our way. Even if Cobb is scum, he can bluster and threaten all he wants. All right.
Wait, why is this music still playing in the background? I muted the radio. Hold on. No, why did radio turn itself back on? I'm getting pinged on my other Discord, but I can't tab out to check it.
Feeling thirsty? Got a special...
Alright. That's a good one to have. That's a good one to have. That's a real good one to have. What don't I want? Don't need the throwing spears. And I'll take some purified water to even it out.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
You don't think I saved it? That's weird. 10 FPS isn't even enough to be smooth. Like, I used to play on a computer that mostly got 40, which was frustrating at times, but I could play things, and that was enough.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. Way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be
But
working out
that doesn't mean it's not nicer for things to look nicer.
Mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're
Alright, I need to buy a shovel. And I'll sell him my throwing spears, I think. Or no, I already sold the throwing spears. I'll sell him something. I don't know.
pleasure doing business with you.
I'm a little sleepy. The OG Halo PC port with it running at 60, but animations playing at 30. Ugh. But yeah, no, what brought this up was that from a distance, like, up close, this is using a 60 FPS animation. At a distance, this was running at 30. Also, my frames just dropped down to 40. And I don't know why. Or supposedly they did, according to Steam, but it does not feel like 40. I don't know. This game is weird.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
You're gonna shoot, you'd better not miss.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan. You know how to play?
Yep. You know, there's a guy named Joe Cobb looking for you.
He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Alright, you need a hired gun, I'm available.
All I've got left on me are a handful of caps. But you get me out of this, and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back. You've got my word.
Payday 2 at 20 FPS. I think I did. I did roughly that too, because I played it on my shitty laptop. And ugh. I'll have to do what now?
We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board.
Ask around.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
I think there's a couple of things in that house that are marked as stealing for basically no reason.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
Hey, I'm gonna help Ringo take care of the powder gangers.
Say no more. I'm in.
That was easy.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
Alright.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah, it's not a super hard fight. But the more you can get, the better
So
things will
planning on
go.
taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
Sure. You should help me take down the powder gang. Bullets, explosions, lots of fun.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Alright.
Be careful out there.
Easy Pete.
Howdy.
I don't have enough points there. But I might be able to get myself leveled up and then fill that in.
You looking to buy some supplies?
Supplies to help
just
fight the
hold on.
powder
I never
gangers.
voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Alright, let him take over the town then. Sure, your business will be much better off.
You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
Alright.
Take it easy now.
Oh, jeez. Give me a sec, because for some reason the game let my mouse roam free, and it wound up over the chat. Yeah, that's not an okay thing for someone to say, Gray.
Howdy, partner. Trouble with rustlers, huh? Count me in, partner. Those varmints will be running home with their tails between their legs soon enough.
Alright, thanks for digging me out of that
Don't
grave.
have to. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How'd you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone ledge. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
You know those men who attacked
Can't
me?
say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with
All right.
Happy trails.
And Doc Mitchell. This should get me a level up that'll let me get Easy Pete in. Alright, where is the Doc? Should be in here somewhere. There he is.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
Oh, town's gonna be attacked by bandits. Why am I so
Seems like
tired?
Wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
They'll be using explosives, Doc. Do you have something for more serious injuries?
I ain't got much, but it'll do you more good out there than it will in here. Take what I got.
Alright.
You take care now.
Cool. Let's get this up to 25. And then lockpick. And Swift Learner just gets you leveled faster, but doesn't get you more. Rapid reload might be good, or special. Let's go with this. The lesbian perk. Same, Gray.
Howdy.
Heard you had dynamite. Helps beat the powder gangers.
It's too dangerous for a bunch of amateurs to handle.
Familiar with the care and handling of explosives, dynamite included.
Uh-huh. Guess you know what you're doing. I'll go dig it up and get it ready. You'll have it by the time the fighting starts.
Alright. Let's get this done. Quick save. It's a good perk to have. Hey, Obsidian actually do have a pretty diverse cast in this game.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us?
Sonny's with us.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Let's do this.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
Am I planning on finding all the blue star caps? You can't find all of them because they're semi-randomized when opening it. A bottle of sunset, but I might do the quest. Alright, how many are there?
At least 6. Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean.
You mean only 6? Let's go.
Oh, Easy Pete came through with the dynamite. Here's your supply. I really hope I don't blow myself up. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
I'll quick save again here. Let's pick a gun. What do we want to use here? Yeah, let's use the pistol. Actually, let's stats. I could use a snack maybe. Snack on a drink. Yeah, maybe not yet. on. Let's beat him to death with a shovel. Everyone's limping
I
off.
owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
You're welcome.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
Alright. Yes, please. Stealth boy? The fuck's he doing with a stealth boy? Now I got my own cowboy hat. Alright, any other corpses? There's him. And Cobb and one of the others are over here. And there's one, okay, one here. Just had a knife. One here. Baseball bat. Now I think one got back here. Before he got mauled to death by Cheyenne. There we go. Have a good dinner, Gray. Hey, if you get the chance to grab it, the anti-material rifle with HE rounds is so good to use. I might give it a shot. Get a fat man with timed mini nukes. No. Alright. We head on to Prim. Actually, wait, we got that shovel. We should head up to get some... what are our scores and some things? We got a decent medical score, so I think I can actually make stim packs. Checking my phone so I can see how long I've been recording since I can't tab out. Well, streaming since I can't tab out. If it'll say. Doesn't look like it will. Nope. Game don't feel like saying. Whoop. Turbo. Doing a little grave robbing. Some 12 gauge. Med-X. $9.19. Forgot to grab this. That all the... No, here's one. More 919. I think that's everything. Yeah. If you stand on the two-headed cows in a certain way, you can fly. That sounds about right. I don't really intend to do that. Was there an alien gun in this game? I think if you're playing with Wild Wasteland in, there is. Is anybody able to tell me how long I've been streaming for? Because I can't check, because New Vegas might crash if I do. Quick save to be safe. Hey, Schlapulax. Not much. How's your Christmas going? I've been streaming for an hour? Thank you. I do not have Wild Wasteland turned on. Uneventful? Yeah. I guess there are worse ways for a Christmas to be. Oh, there goes a crash. Yep. Good old New Vegas. Good thing I just saved. What kind of a weird dream? Are there dupe glitches? Probably. Just watch it crash at the same space, and it turns out I've done something to corrupt the game. You and your friend did something weird with like VR headsets or something that let you see a parallel dimension that was like yours, but like ours, but warped. Huh. This is probably what made it crash. No, finished travel onwards. No dupe glitch will ever be as powerful as the one in Oblivion. I know there's the Skull of Corruption glitch. Really? I'm not vilified by you boys yet.
You and I have got nothing to talk about. Any lawman that comes after me won't have it easy.
Kind of surprised they don't hate me given how many of them I just killed. Can you capitalize question mark? Not that I know of. Blocked average. anything good in here. Let's see. Nope. Whoop. After a pretty uneventful first run, you turn off your VR headset things, and you get a letter that tells us there's a new challenge run that is apparently terrifying. So you and your friend decide to try it out because fuck it, and near the end of the time limit you start to feel something's behind me, and then you start hearing weird noises. Oh. Think I need to start investing points into accuracy.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits.
What's going on in Prim?
Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Good Springs. It's your ass. Don't say you weren't warned.
Alright. Well, let's take a look in town. This is a good game, although I am more tired than I thought. So I'm probably only going to go for like another half hour. I just don't have much energy tonight. It's about 8:30 at night. I just have like no energy today, and I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's just Christmas. Come on around this fucking corner, guys. Did I disarm both of them?
This is hopeless.
Alright. Are these streams going to become a frequent thing? Probably? Maybe? I don't know. Copious amounts of caffeine. I mean, I've had 2 pots of tea. Granted, not a super strong tea,
I don't
but...
know what it was brought you to Prim, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell.
Who are you?
Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Prim going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost.
I'm a courier.
Well, I don't got any work right now, sorry to say.
I lost a package.
I'll tell you whatever I can. You have a delivery order you can show me? Oh, you're talking about one of them packages. That job had Strange written all over it, but we couldn't turn down the caps.
Have a good night, Music Son.
That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different. Pair of dice, chess piece, that kind of stuff. Last word I have from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5 jobs. Guess it was just your chip that didn't make it. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the divide skins him alive. Well, that's where you came in.
He canceled?
Yeah, I got this look when he saw you next down on the courier list. His expression turned right around. Asked me if your name was for real. I said, sure as like a rain, you were still kicking. Then he turned down the job, just like that. I asked if he was sure it was good money. No, let Courier 6 carry the package. That's what he said. Like the Mojaves sort you out or something. Then he just up and walked out.
Know who he was?
No idea. Sounds like you two had a history for him to act like that. And turn down the money, too. Hope he didn't see any trouble in that package of yours. Maybe he thought your name was bad luck. Enough for me to say.
Well, some men stole my package.
Well, now that you mention it, a few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Khan misfits. They was talking about a chip.
One of them shot me.
Well, for that, your best bet is going to be talking to Deputy Beagle. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them, and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have heard where they were going.
All right.
Don't go getting yourself shot.
Let's go with our 17 damage, 10, 15, 0.6 by 7, 5 by 7. I think this is our best bet right now. Is it going to be a Robo Sheriff in Novak's future? Nah, I'm probably going to hand it over to the NCR. The Robo Sheriff isn't exactly the safest thing for this town. What? Alright, there we go. Get in here. No. Not really anything worth taking that isn't in those vaults. Getting real lucky. Seem to be hitting them in the sides quite a, or in the hands quite a bit. Shit, let's go with some dynamite. Aid. Couple stim packs. Swap back to our 9mm. Shit. Swap over to the caravan shotgun. Oh jeez, I think I disarmed him. Jeez. Corpse over here. Then see you, Jack. I just realized how late I saw that. You did the same thing when you beat the game despite being on Legion. 6 or 8 shells on one guy. Yep. Yeah, I mean, in this particularly, it's, like, if you get the guy from the prison, he's mostly an okay sheriff, but every once in a while, he just kills a random person. If you get, and if you go with the robot, he also just kills random people because he perceives what they're doing as against the law, and it's a robot, so it doesn't understand that deadly force isn't always the right idea. It's just... Oh. Oh, did I hit Deputy Beagle?
I don't suppose you can. It would be so...
Oh, now he's not. Okay, I want more lockpick. Want to put a couple of points into science. Let's just get this up to the bare minimum and then put the rest into lockpick, because I want to get lockpick up higher. You know, I will take a look at it when I get the chance later, Schlabulax. Oh. You're the only person here who can't hack in both this and 3. Yeah. It's a game of, what is it? Mastermind? I think it's called. Hell yeah. This is pretty good once I get it repaired a bit. Alright, maybe I need to repair things sooner than I expected. Or, given my health, drink down all my Nuka-Cola. Ah. Gotta bump my repair there. Hey, Kelly! Where? Oh, he's across that, I think. You spent all day either stimming with your new keyboard or playing Codenames with your family. That sounds like a pretty good day, though. Yes, I do in fact enjoy shooting you. Holy fuck. I'm just gonna load because this is a disaster. Your keyboard now has a trans flag backlight. Hell yeah. Oh, it's glitched. If I can get my repair to 90 by level 14, you can take jerry-rigging, which is a broken perk. This is true. And I'm probably going to. What has more ammo right now? The caravan shotgun, actually. How many times have you said it's glitched during this stream? I haven't said it's glitched very often, but I have had 2 crashes. And I had to remove my mod for improved Legion armor because it made everyone it made everyone's bodies disappear. Oh, I think the game crashed again. And given that I wasn't really planning on playing for very much longer, and I got through all of Goodsprings, I think this is the game telling me to stop. But yes, New Vegas was developed by Obsidian, not Bethesda. But not only did Obsidian only have 2 years to make it, they were promised a bunch of support from Bethesda who didn't give them that support. Like, Bethesda was the one that was supposed to do the QA, which they didn't do. Bethesda, like, promised a bunch of support, didn't give that support, and then claimed it was all Obsidian's fault, and refused to let them work on another Fallout game, and withheld a large amount of money from the developers that was promised as payment for the game because they didn't meet the Metacritic score by like 1 point. Because Bethesda, and like, that's not the shittiest thing Bethesda's ever done to a dev. If you want to see some real bullshit, look up Prey 2, which the original Prey was like a 2005 game, and it was going to have a sequel. And Bethesda openly, constantly fucked with the developers because it wasn't a Bethesda-owned property. So they were trying to either tank the devs or force the devs to sign a contract and sell their company to Bethesda so that they could get the IP. Like, even when a game's bad, the hype machine doesn't try to, like, even when a game is bad, management doesn't say that it's bad and will still try to hype at least something up. Management at Bethesda never said anything good about Prey 2, and in fact went on record trying to convince journalists that it was going to be terrible and not worth getting hyped about. Which is not something that happens in the games industry. Which can only mean that they wanted it to fail. Anyway, with that crash, I think I'm gonna call it for the night. Drop off. And maybe see about talking to my cute girlfriend for a while. Have a good night, everyone, and Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year if I am not around before the new year itself. Oh, absolutely, Kelly.